happen. So I'm going to get started here, and he can just join in when he comes. So if I pause, it's because he's texting me, which he is right now. All right, so I'm just going to start. He can join in when he comes in. All right, so he's downloading the app now. Hello, everyone. You guys know my name is Jenna, and I'm excited that you're joining us to learn how one simple change can have a profound and meaningful impact on your health. Healthy living used to be simple. It wasn't the latest superfood or the new diet craze. Healthy was fresh vegetables from grandma's garden. Kids played outside until it was dark, drank water from a hose, and at the end of the day, they were tired and went to bed. Today looks very different. Family dinners are replaced with fast food. Neighborhood games are outside, replaced with games online or smartphone socializing. Sugary sodas and desserts used to be birthday party foods, but now are everyday treats. And people turn to energy drinks because they don't have the energy to get through the day. So how are you taking care of yourself? So I think we can all agree that it kind of boils down to 4 simple things. Eating real food, something not from a box or a package. Exercise, find something you love and do it. Water, we should strive to drink half of our body weight in ounces a day. And getting enough sleep and reducing stress. Your body does all kinds of things when you're sleeping. It detoxifies, repairs, and your hormones are able to do their thing. Society today is sleep deprived, and we almost wear it like a badge of honor. We need sleep to be healthy. There are 2 startling trends in our world. Environmental toxins are increasing, and our food quality is decreasing, causing the perfect storm in our bodies. I'm so glad that we shop at Aldi, and they're just removing a lot of these things from the shelves and in the products, which is really nice. Oops, I missed it. Oh. I missed a page. Oh boy, where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Increased environmental toxins and decreased quality of food is causing oxidative stress in our bodies every day. But there are other causes as well. Smoking, exercise, stress, medications, flying in an airplane, and even pregnancy. This is important to understand because that oxidation causes aging and disease. Wrinkles are an example of oxidative stress happening in our cells. Another illustration is when we cut an apple. If we leave it out for a while, it turns brown. But if we put lemon on it, an antioxidant, it slows down the browning process. And just like the lemon helps us to lessen our oxidative stress in the apple, antioxidants from fruits and vegetables neutralize those harmful oxidative stress, and they are our best defense. They shield and protect us. Time magazine says, the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's that they are so good for you that they could save your life. So we need to eat 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. But almost no one does, and certainly not in the variety or in the consistency we need. Most people know that they're not getting enough fruits and vegetables every day, so 70% of Americans turn to vitamin supplements. A vitamin has 35 to 50 isolated nutrients in it, whereas an apple has 10,000 nutrients in it. Each fruit and vegetable has that many, and they work together to protect our bodies. There's just no comparison. Vitamins barely scratch the surface as far as potential or effectiveness. Science is telling us over and over to get our nutrients from whole food instead of from isolated nutrients, and that isolated nutrients may do more harm than good. It's important to eat as many fruits and vegetables as you can daily, even beyond the minimum recommendation. Maybe you're someone who does eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and that's great, but it's important to know that our fruits and vegetables today are picked too early, transported thousands of miles so that they are not as nutritionally dense. So that's why we need 7 to 13. Used to be 5 years ago, and then they keep raising it. A serving is the size of your fists, and if you're a serious athlete, you may need to eat as many as 16 to 18 servings per day. Wow. Because even though exercise is good for you, it actually causes more oxidative stress. So the one simple change we made to get more fruits and vegetables every day is called Juice Plus. Juice Plus is a way to add 30 raw, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables into your diet. Vine ripening is so important because over half of the nutrients develop in the last 2 to 3 days of the ripening process, which is why when you pick something off a branch, the color is so much richer and the taste is so much richer than the produce you buy in the store. And after the produce is picked, they're juiced and dried and put into a capsule or a chewable. They even juice the peels, the leaves, and the seeds, which is neat because I guess there's more vitamin C in an orange peel than there is in the actual orange, but we never eat the peel. It's like getting a rainbow, a huge variety of fresh produce every day. It's not a substitute for the real thing. It just helps bridge the gap from what we should eat to what we actually do eat. So my story started 8 years ago when we were dealing with the stress of infertility, and the stress just wrecked my body. And to the point where I had to quit my job, and I was one criteria away from officially being diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome. And I went to a talk and someone was talking about these berries, and I thought, I'm going to give it a try. Why not? My body doesn't react too well to medications and things. So I tried, and it helped a lot. I got my energy back, and I started to get my life back. And I've always sort of credited to that Juice Plus and the other things it gave me the energy to do what I needed to do. And so over the years, when I added more of the produce, I noticed more and more things changing in my body. First thing I noticed was I became regular, which was, I know TMI, but something that was always kind of a chronic thing for me. And I'm not dizzy anymore. I used to be dizzy all the time, most days. Not dizzy anymore from vestibular migraines. My regular migraines have drastically decreased, drastically, to the point where I ate some Chinese food at a restaurant the other day. It triggered one, and I was able to treat it with just Tylenol and a warm compress. That would have never happened before. I needed multiple doses of medication over days to treat it. And I know it helps with my arthritis only because I stopped taking it, thinking that I could save some money, and I could barely move my fingers from arthritis, so I got back on it right away. I feel like I could go on and on with all the different health things, other than the fact that I feel healthier now in my 40s than I did in my 20s or 30s. I barely ever get sick anymore. I used to get sick anytime something flew around, I got it. Our son has just gotten so much better with just eating. He used to be the pickiest eater, and now he just eats anything. He eats fruits and vegetables. When you give him to him, he chooses that over other foods. He's drinking more water. He's barely ever sick, and when he is, it's very mild, and he gets over it very quickly. My husband's story is summed up in being skeptical for 8 years, and now he's a true believer, and he's actually the one every day said, "Do you take your Juice Plus? Do you take your Juice Plus?" So it has really changed all three of our health in a major way. So let's talk about the shakes. The chocolate and the vanilla complete is vegan, gluten-free, whole food protein, fiber, amino acids, and fruits and vegetables in a shake. It's a great any meal or post-workout recovery or a snack. It's macronutrition, and it's a beautiful complement to the micronutrition you get in the chewables or capsules. Macronutrients are like the gas in your car, and the micronutrients are like the oil, and you have to have both. So if you were to add the complete with the 3 different blends, you would actually get 45 different plants in your system every day. So there are a lot of nutritional products out there. And so what makes Juice Plus unique is 3 different things. 1, it's food. It's not a vitamin. It actually has a nutrition label. I should have the bottle to show, just like you would see on a bag of carrots that you buy in the store, not a supplement label. 2, it has NSF certification, which is a private company that certifies what's on the label is actually in the label, and that there is no pesticides, mold, bacteria, stimulants, or anything in it. It's safe for people of all ages, pregnant, nursing mothers, children, elderly, and even professional athletes. I know a lot of Olympic athletes won't take anything unless it has the NSF certification. And 3, the Juice Plus brand is the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world. It's set apart from all the other nutritional products because of the original clinical research that's taken place around the world for over 20 years. Well-known research institutions have studied what happens in people's bodies when they consume Juice Plus. They're gold standard, double-blind, placebo-controlled, randomized, so that very credible research has been published in peer-reviewed medical journals. And I know because one of the places that studied it is MD Anderson Cancer Center. And when my aunt was battling brain cancer, she stayed there for a long time. And I know it's a top-notch place. And so if they studied it, I know it's a reputable research facility. So some of the results of the research, it improves cardiovascular wellness by increasing circulation, decreasing blood pressure, decreasing cholesterol. Mine went from, on my own, I couldn't bring it down more than 6 points, and it went from 205 to 183 in 1 year on Juice Plus. Supports the immune system, improves gum tissues. I know my dental hygienist noticed my gums were better. Reduces oxidative stress, and I'm sorry that the wording didn't come out on reduces inflammation, which to me is one of the biggest ones, because so many health problems that are out there right now that people struggle with have a root cause of inflammation, systemic inflammation. And so the fact that it actually shows research that it decreases inflammation is just huge. It protects DNA, and they did a study of like the genome and saw that it actually turns off switches for like the negative genes that we carry of diseases and turns on the good switches. So it's actually protecting your DNA. It's just fascinating. Healthy skin, insulin resistance, obesity, quality of life. They studied in cancer patients. It's just amazing, all the research that they've done. And one of the things is Kids Eat Free. They have a health study where if you participate, you can get it free up to 4 years, all the way up to kids in college. And you just fill out a survey, but they've noticed so many different things, just like we've noticed with David. We're not, he's not missing school as much. We're not visiting the doctor as much, drinking more water, consuming less fast food. And don't get me wrong, he's still a kid and he still wants to go to McDonald's and stuff, but they're more of a treat. But we've noticed these things in our home as well. So about 10 years ago, the Juice Plus company sent out a survey asking what other supplements are people taking other than Juice Plus, and overwhelmingly it was omegas. But of course, people don't like the fish burps. So what they did was they developed a plant-based omega. So it's 100% plant-based. They use all different seeds, and so they farm the algae instead of the fish who eat the algae, and that's why they have omega. So it's fascinating. So this is available now. They use cold fusion technology, so the oils aren't exposed to heat. Same thing with the capsules. Nothing is ever exposed to heat, so it retains all the nutrients. So Juice Plus is the most proven and simplest change that you can make, and people are experiencing amazing health benefits with just taking Juice Plus. If you're also looking to set a new lifestyle, there's guidelines called the Shred 10. It's not about shredding 10 pounds in 10 days. It's about shredding certain habits for 10 days and adopting new, healthier habits. Participants receive a free guidebook, cookbook, and a lot of support. We're actually on day 1 of a shred right now. So let's talk about the important topic for many people, maintaining a healthy weight, because we know that excess fat contributes to over 20 different diseases. We've talked about the fact that all of us have toxins in our body, but did you know that fat surrounds the toxins to protect our organs from those toxins? When you shed fat in an unhealthy way, like the top portion of this picture, by doing a fad diet or over-exercising, you may shed fat, but that leaves the toxins exposed in your body. Not only are you more unhealthy, but guess what comes back to surround the toxins? Fat. That's why dieting the wrong way is a vicious cycle. The bottom portion of this picture shows what happens when you shed the fat and toxins at the same time. Not only are you healthier, but you keep the fat off. I can attest to this. I went to the yo-yo up and down, and I always thought, if I can lose weight, why can't I maintain a lower weight if I can maintain at a higher weight? And this is it. And now I lost weight and I can maintain because my body's not fighting to protect itself. One of the things they have also is if you want to grow your own produce, they have an aeroponic tower garden, so you can have it in your own home, or you can grow your own vegetables. And in one study that shows that it had 30% higher yield of produce and the nutritional equivalent to fruits and vegetables grown in the best soil, using no soil, just water. Kind of fascinating. So no more upcoming events. So 3 things that you can do. A, you might be inspired to eat more fruits and vegetables, and that's great. I hope everyone is inspired to eat more. 2, some of you may want to make one simple change and add Juice Plus to your diet, or jumpstart your health with a Shred 10. For less than a cup of coffee a day, you can add 30 plants to your diet. Or you might be sitting here thinking about how you can share this information with your best friend, parents, siblings, or anyone else that you know. And you might want to share this with others. So get back with the person who came with you or invited you today, and they can help you get started. All right, let me stop recording.